Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, I can't hear you. 1 second, I have sinus off, that's right. Okay, say something?
Something.
Great, fantastic. Okay, so we're in business. Make sure I'm recording here. Yeah, I'm recording. Let me close the door here. Okay. Okay. So, we are on page 102. I'm not sure what he's going to say over here because I don't know what there is to say about Zricha and Shkia. But looks like it actually is mostly science. But well, let's do the top of the page and then see what whether it's worthwhile continuing. Zricha and Shkia, sunrise and sunset. The earth goes around its axis. The sun always illuminates half of the earth. Every moment it's seen shining in a different longitude. To us, it seems like the sun goes around the earth, even though it's actually the earth going around its axis. So we're going to talk always about the imaginary revolution of the shemesh levivarts of the earth around the earth, of the sun around the earth. Okay, the different definitions. So there is an halacha difference between different types of sunrise and sunset, and it also has to do with whether we look at the beginning of the sunrise, the end of the sunrise, whether we take into account mountains, or we go always by the horizon, by the imaginary sea level horizon. Okay, those are going to make slight differences. Hagdara mukubelet lezricha, the accepted definition of sunrise, when the sun can be seen, but in the horizon which can be seen. The beginning of the visibility of the circle of the sun in the east. When the circle of the sun, your raid, goes down and disappears from our eyes, at the horizon which we can be seen at. The end of the going down, on the entire circle of the sun on the western horizon. Others define the time of sunrise when the entirety of the disk of the sun rises above the entire horizon. When the disk begins to go around beneath the horizon. Another definition of sunrise, when you see the first sparks without seeing actually the disk of the sun. You see the first illuminations in the east. When the last sparks of the rays of the sun go down, again, well after the disk itself goes down. There's also an astronomic definition, which has to do with geometry or engineering. Not sure, the word on the side here, I think, refers to geometry. Zricha, Merkaz HaShemesh, when the middle of the disk of the sun, reaches the eastern horizon. Shkia Merkaz HaShemesh, in the middle of the disk, Yarad, it's on the height of the horizon in the west. Okay. If you look at the Naval Observatory calendar, which is standard one in America or wherever else, you're looking at sunrise and sunset as defined by half of the disk of the sun rising above the horizon, or conversely, half a disk of the sun rising going beneath the horizon. These have to do with the latitude Shokadorans. It goes by sea level. It takes into account the factor of refraction, which is the thing he's going to explain. They're done according to the Christian calendar. You do lelוח haklali, the general calendar, or the simple calendar, because it goes by the solar days. Which is interesting because today is February 29th, and obviously February 29th skews everything a little bit, and because some years you have, some years you don't. Obviously, if I get precision, therefore you have to have a 4-year calendar, which takes into account the leap year as hours. Okay, going to the slides now. Ofek, the horizon. Ofek Yoni, the perceived horizon and the logical horizon. Ofek Mugdar Makom Mifgash Pnei HaKarka B'Shmei HaTzofeh. It's the place where meet the ground level with the skies as perceived by the observer. Shamayim v'aretz noshaku, the heavens and earth kiss. There are different types of horizon. For our purpose. It's where when we see it after it's broken up in the atmosphere. In other words, the rays of the sun are broken up by the atmosphere. Part of that is the refractia. You're going to see later on about. It's usually called the Ofek astronomy, as far as I know. Well, Ofek is how it would have been seen, leave low refractia, without refraction. Maybe that's not the astronomical one. I take that back. The astronomical one is something else. Okay, so this is the logical. It's the zricha and shkia, and the rate the one which is seen and the one which is logical. Or at the other side of the page, Hanetz. Hanetz achama zricha. So Hanetz, Hagdarat Musag Zesh Hanetz achama, Bekitzur Hanetz. Zehaim Hagdarat Azricha. It's the same definition as sunrise. But only one definition of sunrise, which is since it says Hanetz Hachama, so the diuk is, the inference is it's when the first sparks of the rays of the sun are seen, even though the actual disk of the sun is not yet actually perceived. But that's not necessarily true, because there are those that distinguish. Between Hanetz and actual sunrise. Sha'ah, an hour, 10 dakot, 10 hours, 10 minutes. 6 dakot, 6 minutes. Shtei dakot, 2 minutes. Encyclopedia Arvit Arach Yom Uvet Dea Shazman Sheben Hanetz L'Zicha Ushir Malach Mil, which is quite a long bit. It's but it's less than an hour. I don't find anything else aside from the Hebrew Encyclopedia, which of course is not halachic source. So very often nowadays in Vasik and Minyanim, they have this ludicrous. I think primarily usually. That was ludicrous time for sunrise, which is precise to the second. This is almost certainly Narishkeit. First of all, we don't know what sunrise actually is, which sunrise we're talking about. Is it the first rays, the first little ascent of the sun, this, the end of the ascent of the sun, this, the middle of the ascent of the sun, this? So that's A. B, all depends on refractions. We shall see it fluctuates from day to day. So precise number of seconds is something which is almost impossible to attain. And yet, here they have always the seconds and based on the fact that they can get some sort of reckoning of seconds. It's silly. The Rambam held, I believe, I have not seen inside for about 40 years, but the Rambam, I believe, said if you're within 20 minutes of sunrise, you're doing well. In other words, it wasn't possible to be precise, right? So it's not possible to be precise. So within your 20 minutes, that's vasikin. Nobody would tell you that nowadays. If they told you that, you'd be a heretic. But that is, the person told you that would be a heretic. But that really, in a time when there were no clocks, and certainly no second hands, and none of that sort, you can't have had that precision which you have today. And the question is, what this precision is today, if other than OCD? Okay, that's just my rant for the day. The times of the sunrise and sunset change from day to day and from place to place. On equinox days, 23 September, 21st of March. All over the earth, except of course don't think it's necessarily true about the Antarctic. Maybe it is true there too. You know what? It's the length of day and night is equal all over the earth. Towards summer, the days get longer. Comes out earlier. And goes down later. Towards winter, days get shorter. The sun comes out later and sets earlier. Every place on the equator, throughout the extent of the equator, from around the globe, the day and nights are equal. All the days of the year. The more we go north or south, the days get shorter towards the winter, and get longer towards the summer. Every place on the same latitude, again, circumnavigating the globe, has the same times of Zwicha and Shkia. This depends on time zone. So today, Shearim is Manez Zwicha Bashkia Yom Yom Makom moving along to Manez Zwicha Bashkia B'Kavei Rochav Shonim Ba'olam B'Tarichim Shonim B'Shana. I don't think we have to look at this; it's not important for us. But it's interesting to see that on the 21st of March and the 23rd of September, the fluctuations are practically nil. There's slight fluctuations, right? On the 21st of June and the 27th of December, which are the solstice days, there are more significant fluctuations, right? Going all the way from a day of 18 hours to a day of 24 hours, okay, depending on where you are. Well, actually, I should say that's not true. Day of 13 hours, that's to a day of 24 hours, because 5:58 sunrise, 8:05 sunset, right? 6:05 sunset, and at the equator, all the way to 24 hours at 66.5 degrees north. Okay, so as far as day and night, am I making that clear, relatively speaking?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's enough for the astronomical, the place and time issues. But now we're going to have the other gormim. Besides the latitude, the height of the place we're making the observation. The height of the horizon for refraction and refraction. You also have to pay attention to obviously the difference between the local place and local time zone, local times, and the time zone. All these things we're going to address. So I guess we should leave this for next time.
Okay.
We can do the first column, or we can leave it off for next time, whatever you want.
Whatever.
Okay, so we'll leave them off for next time because it's really very.
Okay.
I'll pick. I'll go together. Okay, shkoyach. Have a good Shabbos. See you on Sunday, Mr. Shem.
Thank you. Yeah, take it easy. Bye.